Hi everybody, me again. This is Sedimentary Rock Part 2. So sediment is the small solid pieces of materials that come from rocks or living things. They can be shells or bones or leaves or stems or mud. Basically, it's just all that stuff that's left behind. So let's keep going on our processes that we're talking about. So we're talking about deposition. It's a constructive force, meaning that it builds up land. And what does it deposit? Well, it does rocks and fragments and sediments. And it's the process where sediments settle out of water or wind. So take a look at this picture when we're talking about compaction. So you've kind of got a before and after here. Compaction is a process that presses sediments together. Thick layers build up over time, and heavy layers actually press down on top of them and squeeze very tightly so that you'll actually get rocks made from this. I wanted you to take a look at how coal was formed. You're going to actually look and see what coal is in your lab. Starting from peat here, and actually if you're in Ireland, they tend to burn a lot of peat instead of wood because they don't have a lot of trees there. It's got a very unique smell, not bad, just different. It's very comforting and warming. Then you go to brown coal. And then you've got subbituminous coal and then coal here at the end. And that's actually, I have a couple examples of that for you to look at in class. So let's talk about sedimentation. Sedimentation is the glue that glues all different particles of sediment together. And if you look here, you can see I have a bunch of, hopefully you can, rocks and pebbles that are all what looks like to be glued together. And it hardens into a rock. Now, as we've done before, let's talk about uses of sedimentary rock and why we have them and where you would find them. You would find them in arrowheads for the Native Americans, so bringing in history in a little bit to this. Sandstone, which I have an example of right here, and limestone are actually good building materials. And limestone is good in making cement and steel. So I hope you recognize this famous picture I have here. This is the White House. It is made up of sandstone in Washington, D.C. And I thought you'd like to see a famous example of it.
Study organic, chemical, plastic, sedimentary rocks form 3-ring waves. Plant fragments in your face, chemical carbonates. Sediment particles settle in place. We will rock you. Sing it now. We will rock you. Hey, weathering erosion of rocks, we'll fall down deposition. Hey, many bits and pieces stay all together, they are pushing. Sedimentary rock will happen all the time. The squash didn't lay sedimentary rock, sedimentary rock, sedimentary rock. It started with erosion, sedimentary layers, and then the heat and pressure, becoming metamorphic. Rocks are built from magma, Indians are born in fire. These are types of earth blocks.
So summary time here. Explain the 4 processes that create sedimentary rocks. Make sure you give 3 uses for it as well.